Hello, Stampers. My name is Marilyn Perrin, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in BC. And today I'm going to make a card with using Eden's Garden Suite. This is a beautiful suite. This is an instinctive stamp set, and it's got gorgeous greetings on it. And then this is the die that comes with the suite. You get wreath, the gorgeous edge die, and the papers. Oh, the papers are beautiful. I think one of the prettier sets that we've had. And we've had some beautiful papers in the last little while. But that's the pattern. This one's gorgeous. And then on the other side, they're more of just a nice universal pattern. As you can see, they're beautiful. Okay. So let's get started with our card. I've taken and gone ahead and cut out some bits. And we're going to make a book binding card. And this is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 4 inches and 5 1/2, and then folded. So we're just going to give this a good burnish, and then fold this one back and fold it again. Okay, now for my pieces, I've cut out, this one's 4 by 4, I believe. Oh, sorry, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This one is 1 1/4 by 4. Yeah, sorry. And then this is a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 3 by 3, and oops, this one's 2 7/8, and then this is 3, and a scrap for our sentiment. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do is take my piece of DSP, and I'm going to glue it on here. And then just glue that on and get it straight. And then I'm going to take some Garden Evergreen sheer ribbon, and I'm just going to leave it on the spool and wrap it around here. Okay, make sure it's flat, and then I'm just going to wrap it around here. And then we're just going to tie it in a knot, trying to keep it tight as well. Oops, trying to keep it tight. Okay, and we're just going to give that a little bit of a trim. Okay, and if that's not where you want it, you can just adjust it. And then I'm going to go on the back side, and I'm going to take my snail, and I'm going to glue this closed with my snail, or my Stampin' Seal, sorry. Or that was a while ago. And then just give it a good burnish. Okay. And then we'll take our DSP, and I don't know that there's a right way and a wrong way, and I'm just going to put that on here with my liquid glue again. And then just center that. Okay. No, got a little bit of glue on the edge there, but I will remove that when it's dry. Okay, so then my next layer, I'm going to stamp on this, and then this is going to be a layer, and then I'm going to have another layer. So let's go ahead and stamp on this with my stamp, and I'm going to stamp it in Garden Evergreen. Sorry, the background noise you heard is the ham radio, and both my husband and I are ham radio operators, and it just seems to go off every time I do a video. I thought, oh, I'm good, he just went off, but that's the noise you hear. Okay, so then we're just going to stamp this. Okay. And I'm going to glue that to here. This one's got a little bit of a halo, so I've been debating about using it, but I do have another one here, and I think maybe I'll use it instead. This one's a little bit clearer. But as you can see, it was recycled paper, right? There's always two sides to the paper. So then just attach this. It's got a very thin border, 1/8 of an inch. Actually, maybe smaller than that. Okay, and then on here again. Just put this in this on. Okay, so then we'll attach it to our card, and I think I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. Oh, end of a sheet, time to cut it up. And always use your, always use your dimensionals right to the end. Okay. So then we're just gonna pop it on here. And one in the middle so it doesn't sag. Okay, and I'm just going to put this, I'm not going to center it, I want it down a little bit. I want to be able to put my greeting up on top. Okay, and for my greeting, I have decided that I don't want hello there or dear friend. I'm going to say hello friend. So what I've done, I've taken my Stamparatus and I have placed them on here so that I can get friend here and flip it over, and then I can stamp hello. So what I'm going to use are my Stampin' Write marker, and I'm just going to ink this up. First of all, I'm going to grab my little piece of paper here, cardstock, in the soft succulent, and I'm just going to place it about here, and I'm going to put it down with some magnets. So then I'm going to take my Stampin' Write marker and just color my hello. And I might have to do this a couple times, but that's why I'm using my stamp set, or my Stamparatus. I think I want a little bit darker yet. So then just go over it again. And press it in. Okay, and then take it and turn it around. And do friend. I just want friend. Okay, and once again, press it into the cardstock. And one more time. So I've got a hello friend on here. So then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to cut it out. Maybe about like that. And turn it around. Oops. Do it this way. Oop. Oh, it's got to be a little bit wider than that. There. Okay, that's good. And it's relatively straight, so we're good with that. So I'm just going to cut this on the ends on an angle. Okay, a little bit wider maybe. See if I can cut it a little bit off and still get it straight. All right, let's see. That looks better. Just a little bit of a smidge taken off. So then we'll grab our card and we're going to pop that up about here. And I think I will pop it up with dimensionals as well. Okay, so then I'm just going to place that right about here. Hello, friend. Okay, so then I think I'm going to put a few little embellishments on it, and I'm going to use the brushed metallic dots. And take your pick tool, and we're just going to place a couple of the gold ones around. And one more. Maybe that there. This one up here. And that one there. Okay. So that's my card. And the inside, we'll just cut a piece of white. Hopefully that's big enough. And we want this 4 by 4 again. Just. Okay. So 4. And I'm going to stamp on the end. And I haven't used this one yet. Let's use this one. Oh, and I'll show you how I put the stickers on my stamps. I remove the backing from my stamp, and then I take the adhesive and I remove the whole piece. Okay, so I've got my whole stamp sticker there. I'll grab a block and I put this onto my block, and then I use my a pokey tool and remove the backing. Okay, and then hopefully I can do this with the camera in my head. And then I take this and I position it in place. You only get one crack at this. Whoops, I didn't get it quite on there, but it's straight, but it's a little bit overhang. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off and a little bit here. There. So we'll put this back on my stamp, on my acrylic block. And I need my evening evergreen stamp pad. And we're just going to stamp. I'm just going to make sure this is the right size before I get too carried away. And it's not. So it was a good thing I checked. Okay, so I want to take off about 1/4 of an inch. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. There, that's better. Okay, so then we'll stamp on here, and I guess because the leaf is going that way, there. Close this up so we don't have an accident, and we will glue this onto our card as well. Still not quite the right size, but I guess that'll do. Okay, so there's our card. What do you think? So thank you for joining me. And like I said, give this card a whirl, and you will enjoy the DSP. The whole suite's beautiful. Okay, so thanks for joining me, and bye-bye for now.